Before we begin, imagine a prison so secret, it didn't just hide a man. It hid his name. It hid his face. And somehow, it hid the truth for more than 300 years. Let's get one thing straight. The iron part is probably the biggest lie in the whole legend. Most serious records point to a mask of black velvet, which, honestly, is still terrifying. Because the point wasn't the material. The point was the message. This face is not allowed to exist in public. Now, who could possibly scare a king that much? Welcome to the court of Louis XIV. The Sun King. A man who didn't just rule France, he performed it. And in that kind of world, secrets aren't hidden in drawers. They're hidden in stone. Far from Paris, there was a fortress with thick walls and thin mercy. Pignerol. It's the kind of place where time doesn't pass. It just accumulates. And guarding that fortress was a man with a resume made of keys. Bénin de Saint-Mars. He wasn't famous for kindness. He was famous for obedience. The kind that doesn't ask why. One day, orders arrived, a prisoner is coming. Not a thief. Not a murderer. A state secret with a heartbeat. In some letters, a name appears, Eustache Dodger. And then, immediately, the letters start sounding nervous. Do not let him speak freely. Do not let him be seen. If he reveals what he knows, he dies. Think about that for a second. Not keep him quiet. Not move him. Straight to erase him. Years pass. And Saint Mars does something strange. Every time he gets promoted, he takes this prisoner with him. Like luggage. Pignerol becomes Ixelles. Ixelles becomes an island fortress near Cannes. Saint Marguerite. Sea air outside. Stone air inside. And somewhere in that fortress, a cell with a man the world isn't allowed to meet. If you visit today, people will show you the barred windows. And they'll whisper, he was here. But the real legend ignites when Saint Mars moves again. Paris. The Bastille. And now the prisoner is brought in, always masked. A guard notes something chilling, his name is not spoken. That's not a prisoner anymore. That's a forbidden sentence. So people start doing what humans always do when you tell them don't look. They stare. Rumors explode. He's a foreign prince. He's a disgraced general. He's Louis XIV's secret brother. Which is a fun idea, because it sounds like a Netflix pitch. But here's the twist. The boring answer might be the scariest one. Because the strongest suspects aren't royal. They're administrative. Imagine being the person who knows an embarrassing truth about the state. Not a truth that topples the king. A truth that embarrasses the machine. A secret deal. A botched arrest. A name written on the wrong page. That kind of secret doesn't get a trial. It gets Saint Mars. And then comes the moment the story becomes permanent. The prisoner dies in the Bastille in 1703. He's buried the next day under a different name. And the mask disappears into rumor. Decades later, artists draw him. writers dress him up in irony. And the world finally gets what it wanted. A mystery with a face. Even if that face is literally covered. So what's the truth? Here it is, and it's almost poetic. The man in the iron mask might not be a prince at all. He might be proof that the most powerful thing in a kingdom is paperwork. A signature can start a war. A letter can end a life. And a mask can turn a human being into an idea. That's why this story survives. Because we're not just asking, who was he? We're asking, what did he know? And the fact we still can't answer is the whole horror. So tonight, if you ever feel like your secrets are safe, just remember there was once a man whose secret was guarded by oceans, towers, and silence. And even death didn't unlock it. That brings me to the end of this story. If you enjoyed this quiet little dive into royal paranoia, come back for the next one. Because the world is full of stories that were never meant to be told. And I'll see you right here, where the secrets are safe with me.